boys and girls! Whoa! Did you hear that? Here in Texas, we sometimes get big storms with tons of rain and wind. And sometimes there are even tornadoes. Storms can be really scary because they're so powerful. And so loud! But that doesn't mean we need to be afraid in every storm. Storms are important in our world and bring rain when and where it's needed. But the power of a really big storm does show us how amazingly powerful and strong God is. When was the last time you were in a powerful storm? Were you nervous at all? The good thing is, no matter how bad the storm is in this world, it always comes to an end. Oh, wow, look at that! A rainbow! Do you know all the colors of the rainbow? Let's see if you can say them with me. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet. It's so pretty! Many times after a storm, when the rain is clearing up and the sun begins to shine, we see a rainbow like this. In today's story, we're going to learn about a humongous storm that happened in the Bible and a beautiful promise from God that came with it. Let's dive into our story from Genesis chapters 6 through 9.
This is Noah.
Hey!
Noah was a good man who tried to do the right thing.
Yeah!
But in the time when Noah lived, he was the only man on earth who was doing the right thing. All the other people on earth were doing evil things and hurting each other. This made God very sad. So God said that he was going to send a flood to the earth that would destroy every living thing on earth because he was sorry he ever made them. But God decided to save Noah and his family. God told Noah to build a boat and fill it with 2 of every kind of animal and bird.
Colors, birds, moss, okay, all here?
Noah did just that, and then Noah and his whole family boarded the boat and waited for the flood to come. The rain fell hard for 40 days and 40 nights.
Whoa!
Water covered the whole earth, and the boat floated safely on the surface. Water covered even the highest mountains on earth, but Noah and his family were saved. God remembered Noah and all the animals on the boat. God sent a wind to blow across the earth, and the flood began to go away. After 5 months, the boat came to rest on a mountaintop. A few months later, the other mountains could be seen. 40 days later, Noah opened a window and released a raven. The bird flew back and forth until the flood had dried up. He also sent a dove out to see if it could find dry ground, but the dove couldn't find a place to land because there was still water on the ground. So the dove returned to the boat.
Oh, hello again.
After another 7 days, Noah sent the dove out again. This time, it came back with an olive leaf.
Oh, bingo.
So Noah knew that the floodwaters were almost gone. A week later, he sent the dove out again, and it didn't come back. So many months after the flood began, Noah opened the covering of the boat and saw that the ground was drying. He waited 2 more months, and at last, the earth was dry. Then God said to Noah, "Leave the boat, all of you. Release the animals so they can be fruitful and multiply throughout the earth."
Okay.
So Noah, his family, and all the animals finally left the boat.
See ya.
Noah built an altar to the Lord to make a sacrifice to God. God was pleased with Noah's offering and said to himself that he would never again destroy every living thing on earth. God blessed Noah and his sons and promised them that he would never send another flood. He gave them the rainbow in the sky as a sign of this promise to Noah, his family, and all of mankind.
The main idea of today's story is that God is holy and must punish sin, but he saves those who put their trust in him. Hey, that rhymes! We saw how much God really dislikes when human beings sin against him and against one another. God promised never to punish the world with a worldwide flood ever again. Remember that rainbow? That's his sign to us that he'll keep that promise. So, whenever we see that beautiful bow in the sky, we can thank God for his kindness to us. But even though he wouldn't flood the whole earth, God always punishes sin. But that's why he sent Jesus. Jesus took the punishment for our sin on himself when he died on the cross. Just like God saved Noah and his family, he can save us when we believe in Jesus, just like Noah believed in God.
Hello.
No pastors were hurt in the filming of this video.
Today's craft is an outdoor hanger. What you'll need for this craft is the printable, which you can find in the description below, coloring tools of your choice, scissors, and some glue. If you've got cardstock paper to print on, that would be best. Okay, let's start by coloring your printable. Ooh, these animals are too cute. You can definitely draw your own animals to put in the arc too. What are some of your favorites? Tiger. When you're done coloring, take your scissors and cut out your door hanger. That's the part with the rainbow and the arc. You can thicken your arc up by gluing it onto a sheet of construction paper or scrapbook paper. Cut along the black line for the animal tracks too. And lastly, cut along the dotted lines of the animals you want to use, or you can bubble cut them to make them all fit. I cut the speed off. Take a strip of paper and glue it to the back side of the arc. Glue your animals onto that strip and ta-da! Your arc door hanger.